Weather's getting cold. Sun is setting sooner and the darkness lasts longer. It seems to be a metaphor for our GBA seasons. Now, last week we played well. We didn't really make any mistakes. Sure, hindsight. Everyone is a professional when it comes to hindsight. Everyone is a professional when sitting on the sidelines. But when you're in the game, when your mind is focused on winning, sometimes you have some different thoughts than people. Last week we lost. We are starting the season 0-1 -3. Differential, I don't give a shit. It's that one loss that bothers me. And now here week 2 we stand going up against, well, arguably, one of the best drafts in the league, one of the best players in the league, and the last full season he played in, he was the champion. Got quite the tall task. The Boston Red Sawks stand in our way. No. The Milwaukee Sawsbucks stand in the way of the Boston Red Sox. We are a team that has never had expectations. Our best season, we have had 7 wins. Now, I can't win 7 games today. I can't make the playoffs today. But I can get a win today. We can get a win today. Everyone is expecting the Red Sox to win this. Everyone's expecting the Sawsbucks to lose. Well, look, I'm not going to stand here and guarantee a victory because that would be foolish, silly, and short-sighted of me. But I will guarantee that we'll go out there and fight as hard as we goddamn can. Sure, there are going to be people who disagree with the team that I'm bringing, who disagree with the decisions I'm making, but I will give 130% every goddamn turn until the season is over. We may walk away with 0 wins, but we will have the most effort in the league. You see, I learned something a long time ago. No matter what your record is at the end of the year, no matter what your differential is 4 years removed from the start of your league, what people will remember you for are the mistakes. So as long as we go out there and we don't make any mistakes, we'll have as good a shot as anybody. It's said that losers preach about their best, while winners go home and fuck the prom queen. I disagree. I think losers brag about their victories because there are so few of them. But winners grind week in and week out, and winners know exactly what they're made of and exactly what they're capable of. And this week, Sawsbucks, I know we're capable of winning. So let's go show them exactly what we are. Let's go make some fucking noise. Good evening, sports fans. My name is Dante Jenkins. Welcome back to some more Milwaukee Sawsbucks action. This week, the Sawsbucks take on the Boston Red Sox. Now, let's get right into that. The Sawsbucks here at 0-1 after a loss last week, going against the 1-0 Boston Red Sox, Season 2 champions of the league. The Red Sox have Tornadus, they have Cresselia, they have Manaphy, they have Mienshao, they have Audino, Mega, and Skarmory, and the Sawsbucks have Rotom, as you know, Skuntank, Mega Gardevoir, Conkeldurr, Shaman, and Doug Trio. It looks like the Red Sox have decided they don't want to mess with Doug Trio, so they are in fact going to get 3 things that cannot be trapped. The Sawsbucks here have to recognize that and have to figure out what they want to lead with, because there's really no lead. Mienshao looks likely, but they can lead with Doug Trio to trap it, outspeed it, and kill it, but you don't want to risk him leading with something like a Skarmory and getting his rocks up instantly, because that's really not a direction he wants to go. Then the Red Sox here issuing the challenge, going with Cherubimon. That is going to be his Audino. And it looks like the Sawsbucks going to lead with Rotom Wash. Going to go Mega turn 1. I mean, obviously he has to. That should not come as a surprise to me. For whatever reason, my voice inflection said it did. It looks like going to set up a Reflect, trying to get these screens up right away. So Manaphy is not a problem. He seems to have a lot of fear of Manaphy. Going to go for a knockoff. That's okay. That means just the Reflect's going to be up for a few more turns. Gonna go, oh, not setting up a second screen. I guess wanting to go to his Audino killer as soon as possible. Rotom gonna switch out of that. And the Volt Switch, gonna go to Trap Card. That is going to be the Skuntank. Oh, gonna go for a Wish here. And now it looks like the Sawsbucks are faced with an early decision on what to go for. Gonna flat out switch. Were the Sawsbucks able to predict that? Gonna go into Crescemon. Oh, gonna go for a Taunt. I don't know if he predicted a switch or not, but he is going to get a Taunt up. That way the Cresselia cannot come on. I'm getting reports that he did, in fact, predict that switch into Cresselia and wanted to get a Taunt up as soon as possible. Just going to go for a Crunch and I guess see what item he's got on this Skarmory. Expecting Rocky Helmet. That is an eject button. That is not something you see every day at all. Going to eject right into Mienshao, which poses an immediate threat to Skuntank. Now, the U-turn is plausible and most likely going to happen, but the Sawsbucks cannot afford to play too risky this early. He is going to U-turn, and that Rotom is going to take not a lot of damage because of the Reflect. Sees that it is Life Orb, which means, as you know, Dugtrio is teched, creeping that Mienshao just for that purpose. And he picked the right Pokemon to creep, and that is what's going to happen. Just going to Volt Switch out now with Rotom. It looks like he's going to get the advantage here as Cherubimon, the Mega Audino, stays in the match. Going to go into Mega Gardevoir. Now, it looks like to me that the Sawsbucks are going to try and get this sweep happening early. He doesn't see what this Audino can really do to him. I mean, if he goes for a sub, it cannot be staying in. Not what the Sawsbucks expected at all. What are the Red Sox going for here? Even I am confuzzled. And that does not happen because I'm the all-knowing, all-seeing commentator who can tell you exactly what made prediction what. An Iron Tail! Wow! With the Reflect, will that break the sub? It will. Wow! What a play! Now, with the Reflect, Mega Gardevoir can live at least one more and can 2-hit KO or 3-hit KO with Hyper Voice. So, not a favorable situation. Kind of hoping for a miss here, I guess. Go for the Iron Tail hitting. Now, it looks like the Sawsbucks are in a huge spot. The defense, that is huge. Now, it's definitely going to die. Looks like predicting a switch and hoping it goes for a knockoff. Will he do it? He does! What a play by the Sawsbucks. Predicting the Red Sox to predict a switch and go for a knockoff, and he does. Wow. Wow. Huge. The Sawsbucks have the 6-5 advantage early. Going into, predicting, I guess, him to switch, but now he cannot. He should have gone should have gone for the Hidden Power Fire. Had no reason. I guess, I don't know. That was just a poor move. If he went with Hidden Power Fire, even if he was trying to bait us going into Mienshao, could have, he could have most likely going to U-turn on him. If he didn't U-turn, going to kill with Dugtrio. That was a huge play. I guess the mind games there playing into him. He knew. Going for a Crunch, that is a clean 3-hit KO. The Surf is fine, but looks like, the mind games playing in there. I guess Steve thought he might go into Mienshao. Going for a Taunt. What on earth was the reason for that? I don't know what that was for. He could easily have gone for a Crunch and then had no... Timeout. Stupid goddamn fat fingers. They're both fucking Crunch, fucking Taunt right next to each other. And I just fucking mistook. I can't. Really? I'm gonna misclick there. There. Okay, we cannot let this get to us. Cut that out. We cannot let this get to Doug Trio. We have Doug Trio. Can go in there. Anything but absolute minimum. We're going to take out that mana fee. We'll take out the mana fee. We have fucking Rock Slide for Tornadus. We have Night Slash for Cresselia. We're going to have options. We're going to have fucking options. It's going to be fine. Just Doug Trio. Just we got to regroup. Let's go back in there. Let's get back in there. It looks like that was a result of a misclick. That hurts you right in the heart. That hurts you in the heart. You can't be misclicking on that. And he is going to die. But as long as Doug Trio deals anything but his absolute minimum, it will take out the mana fee and he will live to fight and trap another day. Go for the Earthquake. This most likely will take out the... What am I witnessing? That misclick now has cost him 2 Pokemon. Will he be able to come back from that? We are going to be finding out his resolve and his fortitude, if he has it in him. Energy Ball saw that one come and rode him. Going for the Reflect. It looks like he is now prepping himself to take on that Mienshao. And he knows he's dead here. But going to have Conkeldurr, going to immediately threaten his mana fee. And he knows now that he's got 4 more turns of that Reflect left to utilize to try and take down that Mienshao if he can. That was going for a Mach Punch, and he is taking out the mana fee, but the butterfly effect on that misclick right now is showing, and it is just brutal. I'm opting out of the Mach Punch. I guess he really thought that he was going to roost there. But that would have been a poor play. So just Steve not really thinking a lot in this game. And it definitely cost him there. If he went for the Mach Punch, he probably would have taken it out and been at much more HP where he would have been able to at least threaten. But with the Tornadus, I'm not sure if that really makes a difference. I think at that point he kind of had to try and make a play if he wanted to roost. I'm getting word that Steve predicted a roost, hoping Nick would predict him to Mach Punch. And, but, he is Iron Fist. I guess he thought he might have been Guts. Oh, Cobra Berry! Oh, and it looks like Steve is on the verge of calling yet another timeout. Timeout! I can't, what? Fuck, man, that misclick is... Trio's gone. Fuck. That was it, man. That fucking Cobra Berry. Probably doesn't even have Calm Mind. Probably doesn't even have Calm Mind on his fucking Cresselia. That's what we were afraid of. That thing's setting up on us. It wasn't trying to set up on us. Fuck, the Iron Tail was smart. I think that's it, boys. Just gotta wrap this up and see if we can push the differential down. It's the best we can do. A somber timeout if I've ever seen one. Relegating himself to a loss already. I think he sees it written in the stars. He is just trying to go. This was just a disappointing week. Looks like he planned well. Look at that. Just eating up that Cresselia. But that misclick and the misplanned Skarmory. He's hoping Nick would predict the switch. He made a good play with the Audino. Hoping Nick would predict, and the Thunder Wave, that insult injury. Hoping Nick would predict the switch. Nick didn't. He knew he was safe, but Steve had to make a play. Not exactly agree with it. Steve, gonna try and light screen. That is just gonna further add dirt onto the living grave that the Sawsbucks currently sit in. Wow, just not an overly well executed week. Oh. We got a Leech Seed. Now, can he somehow parlay this into getting that Conkeldurr with some more HP, maybe living in acrobatics and this? Well, not over. You're gonna switch now. If Steve predicts this and doubles out on a Conkeldurr, we may have something on our hands here. Just gonna fire with Seed Flare, and with the light screen, it's not gonna be very effective. That is a lot of damage. Holy crap, all the crit. Superpower! That's going to do a shitload of damage. This is especially defensive. Or not. What? That's going to lower attack. That is a strange looking set he's got there. The white herb. That, you know what's coming now. You're going to see the acrobatics, and you know at this point it is over. The Sawsbucks can feel it in their heart. And that is just, oh man. Nick just won this game in every sense of the word. And the Boston Red Sox move 2-0. The Sawsbucks start 0-2, much to the dismay of the coach. He just didn't play well. That misclick. If he had not misclicked, it would have been, Trio would have had full HP and could have trapped Mienshao and then maybe could have worked his way around. But not meant to be. That is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all next week, hopefully with a little better news. And hopefully a little better play. Good night.